Welcome to the Quick Start Help video. So you've made a HapQz purchase. Great! Now I'm going to help you get started. In this Quick Start video, I'm going to take you through the basic steps to set up a queue and a view. I will also cover the basics of the Manage View page, creating a screen, and how to set up a display connection. To start, you'll need to go to your dashboard. When you log into your profile, you will automatically be directed to your dashboard. But if you ever need to get back to your dashboard, you can get to it in several ways. You can click on the My Dashboard link in the navigation. You can click on the My Dashboard tab next to My Profile. Or you can click on the My Dashboard button within the My Profile panel. The dashboard displays the queues that you have purchased or the ones you've been authorized to access. Each of these tiles represents a different queue. Queues that you've previously set up will look like this one. New queues will have a setup button on them like this. At this point, you might be wondering, what is a queue? A queue is a container that holds the views and screens you create. It can have one or multiple display views assigned to it. Let's get started by clicking on the New Queue Setup button. The first thing you'll need to provide is a name for your queue. Once you've entered a name, click on the Save and Continue button. On the Queue Setup page, you will enter in general information about the queue you're setting up. The queue setup is broken into three main sections. In the first section on the left side of the page, you'll see the queue name that was just entered on the previous page. The base URL will be auto-generated based on the queue name. The base URL will be used as part of the display address that your display monitor will connect to. If you want to, you can change this part of the base URL. Next, you need to enter in the time zone. This is important if you want screens to only display during specific time periods. The final item in this section is the account owner, which is auto-populated from your account profile and it's not editable. In the next section, you can add a queue image, which is optional. Adding a queue image will make the queue easier to find on your dashboard. In the final section, you will select the theme from a collection of pre-designed options. The theme establishes the overall design of your screens. Once you select the theme style, you can customize its color scheme and background. To get more detailed information on the queue setup, please refer to the help guides. Once you've finished setting up your queue, click the Save Queue button. This will save the queue's information and automatically direct you to the Queue Snapshot page. On the Queue Snapshot page, you will see detailed information about the queue and buttons to let you manage it. To keep this quick start video short, I'm going to skip over most of the snapshot page details. However, if you'd like more information about the Queue Snapshot page, please refer to the help guides. The next important step is to set up the view. The view is the end product that will be shown on your display monitor. A view is made up of a sequence of screens. We'll cover this in more detail a bit later in this video. Now let's set up a view by clicking on the View Setup button. In the View Setup, you will enter in general information about the view you are creating. The view setup is broken into three sections. In the first section, you'll need to provide a name for the view. The next section is Status. Status can be set to inactive or active. If set to active, the view will be visible at the display address. If inactive, it will not display. The first item in the next section is the screen order. The screen order can be set to randomize screen order. If checked, this will randomize the order of the screens in your view. If unchecked, the screens will play in the order they are placed in the view. The next item is background audio. This will allow you to add looping audio that will play throughout the view. An example use for background audio would be if you wanted background music to play as screens are being displayed. The final section is for scheduling a view's start and end dates and times. This is not required, but can be used if you want a view to only be visible at the display address within a particular date and time period. If you'd like more information about setting up a view, please refer to the help guides. Once you've finished entering in your view settings, Click the Create View button to save your view's information. You will then return to the Q snapshot page. And as you can see, the view is created. On the left side of the View section, you can see some basic information about the view settings. To start adding screens to this view, you need to click on the Manage Screens button. This will take you to the Manage View page. The Manage View page is where you create and manage the screens that will be displayed in your views. This page is broken into two areas. The top area is the view. The screens placed in this area will be shown on your display monitor. The bottom area is the screen library, which holds all the screens you've created. So let's create a series of screens so we can see how the Manage View page works. To create a new screen, click on the Add Screen from Template button, which is found at the top of the Screen Library section. This will take you to the Screen Setup page. On this page, there are different screen templates that can be selected to create your new screen. Each of the screen templates provides different types of layouts and functionality. You can click on the Example button to see an example of a screen created using the template. Once you've found one that fits your needs, click on the Select Screen Template button. This will take you to the Screen Editor page and will load in the screen template that you selected. In the Screen Editor page, you'll be able to add and edit text, photos, and graphics to create your individual screens. If you'd like more detailed information about creating and editing screens, please refer to the help guides. Okay, I've created the screen content and now I'm going to save it by clicking on the Save button. Once you're completely finished editing a screen, click on the Close button. This will take you back to the Manage View page. Notice the new screen that was just created is now in the Screen Library. I'm going to create a couple more screens to work with. Now that I have some more screens in the Screen Library, let's add a screen to the view. To do this, you can simply drag a screen from the Screen Library into the view. Let's move a couple more screens up to the view. Now I have 3 screens in the view. The final thing I want to show you in this help video is where you can find the display connection for a view. The display connection is the web address that you will use in your display monitor to show a view. I'm going to click on the Back to Q Snapshot link to go back to the Q Snapshot page. If you look at the view's View Management area, there is a Display Connection button. Clicking on this button will open the Manage Display Connections page. The first step on this page provides a list of all the views that have been created for the queue. Choose the view you want to display, and then copy the display address. Once you have pasted the display address into the Display Monitor's browser, you will be prompted for a connection key. This key can be found under Step 2 on the Manage Display Connections page. After you have entered in the connection key, click on the Connect button. This should pull up the view in the web browser, and you should start seeing the screens animate in. The third step in the Manage Display Connections page outlines how you can put a browser into full screen mode by using the F11 key. Let me show you how this looks. I'm going to go to the browser and press F11. Now the browser is in full screen mode. If you press F11 again, it will take the browser out of full screen mode. To get more detailed help setting up display connections, click on the Connections Help Guide link. This is the end of the Quick Start demo. I encourage you to view some of the other help guide videos and the help manual. They will provide more detailed information and insights on the functionality that HapQz provides. Thanks for watching!